Hello and welcome back to the features segment of my channel. This time we're gonna watch Max play the Moines, and he will play together with Bolsh, who is in the Henry. We see that both teams have 2 destroyers, so quite few of those. We also have 5 battleships and 5 cruisers. And there's a mix of tier 8, 9 and 10, but mostly tier 9. But fairly evenly split. We're on hotspot domination. And as we see here in the beginning, Max will be heading towards A. But it does look like he is contemplating whether he should go north of or south of this island in front of him. He will go north. It is a more straight journey, but it does come with a slight risk that a destroyer could push into B, detect him, and get some battleships and cruiser shots out on Max early on. Which could potentially have quite an impact on his game. Max does have RPF though, and although currently it looks like there might be something north, east of B, it does switch to A, meaning it's unlikely that a DD will be heading in there. Enemy military spotted, so Max instantly switched to AP and open up even though he is still in the open. Luckily there was nothing in his range, so he can stealth fire a bit on the Minotaur. Gets a citadel, but not any major damage on him. The Fletcher on Max's team get a detonation early on, so that's a significant blow to the team. Enemy Yugumo enters the cap and Max hits the radar and can start getting some damage on him. It looks like he is also getting some support in this task from bolsh in the Henry a bit further south. We'll see that Max is in a pretty good position right now. Thanks to the smoke and the island here, he is unspotted. And he can continue to reset and get additional damage on the Yugumo. Because he's standing still though, the Yugumo even tries to blind fire him a bit. There's also some shells incoming there that looks like they might have been from the south. But nothing really bad happened here. But it is usually wise to at least move a little bit to make it harder for the enemy to blind fire you. The Yugumo is detected again, most likely by the Worcester radar, and he goes down from the fire that the Worcester got. Max is detected now. It is a bit unclear what it is, but most likely it is the second DD. He is also showing quite a bit of broadside Ibuki there. He goes temporarily unspotted, but as he's spotted again, the Ibuki has access to Max's broadside, but shoots HE and will instead, in return, eat a significant hit. Enemy Worcester is opening up on Max, and he is forced to run into the island to remove the possibility to get shot at. Otherwise in this game the enemy has managed to cap C. Max's team did get B, but is now losing it as the gearing in Ibuki is taking that cap as well. A remains uncapped and currently uncontested. Max's team is also behind one ship and right now 2 caps behind as well. Max pushes out a bit, activates his hydro to detect torps and any ships that might be heading this way. Torps are from Ibuki and here we see him pushing out. He obviously knows he's detected and now that Max is detected, he can angle in and mitigate most of the damage that Max can do. We also see the gearing trying to help the Ibuki a bit. For some reason the Ibuki is shooting AP now, which is questionable. But as we see, he is making his way towards Max to get as close as possible before he turns and launches his torps. Max gets a good salvo off though, and he also gets some help from the Monarch just behind him, who managed to kill the Ibuki before he gets his torpedoes off. So although it was pretty dangerous situation for Max, he gets away with this. We see some more kills. Max's team still has one more ship, but is still down on caps. Liu Yang is trying to take C now though, so they will be able to get back at the number of caps and therefore remove the increasing point difference. A friendly Ibuki goes down and both teams are now down 4 ships. Max has been trying to shoot at Sao, but failed to get really good hits, and it looks like he is hesitating going forward due to the risk of there being torps from the gearing or even the Sao. The Sao also runs away enough to go undetected, so Max reverses back to see if maybe he can get some damage on the Roma here. If you have been paying attention, you might have noticed that Max is running the reload upgrade. It does mean that sitting the way he is right now is a bit risky, since a good AP hit could definitely hurt him. With your legendary you have a better opportunity to run away in case someone starts aiming at you. But we can see that there are only the 2 battleships on this side that can shoot at him at this angle, and neither of them are, as it seems, aiming at him. But nevertheless, he starts running away towards the middle of the map. Max's team lost a couple of ships, and the enemy team is taking back C. They managed also to kill the Yu Yang, so there's no more destroyers on Max and bolsh's team. The booster is detected by Max radar. Unfortunately, he fails to get really good hits here. The booster slows down and angles away, and the shells fall a bit short. As the booster goes undetected though, he managed to get at least one really good salvo off. Friendly booster goes down, and Max's team is now about 500 points behind. The Monarch is taking Ado, so you can at least try to mitigate the bad situation they're in. bolsh has running south and is now shooting at the Yamato we see over at the east side. And Max will switch to him to help him out. Now we saw a couple of AP salvos coming from bolsh. Looking at the min-map, the angle seems questionable for that, but either he had a good enough angle or he wanted to try it and it didn't work well enough because he switched back to HE, and now the two of them can together burn down the Yamato quite easily. A while there it did sound like something was perhaps shooting at Max, but no damage was taken at least. Now we see though hits from the Conqueror and from the Yamato, and Max loses a lot of his health. He did get the Confederate though, and he has managed to get 126,000 damage. Now he's forced to hold off a bit as he tries to move behind the island for cover before he shoots. He's a bit quick on the mark here since the Freddy Grossa can still detect him, but he will be able to break the line of sight and go undetected. The Monarch is still trying to cap A, but is just now about to finish it. Meanwhile, the enemy team had close to 800 points. Yamato goes down, but we're still seeing over 500 points difference. The enemy team also has one more ship remaining. So looking at the situation, basically Max's team will need to take them all down. Unfortunately, we see the Iowa being really low. And it will go down any second now. bolsh and Max are trying to deal with Freddy Grossa. And Max has been able to be undetected for a while now. But starts to move forward now as they Need to finish off the Friedrichsruhe and then move on to the other remaining ships. Bolsh gets the kill. Max has managed to get 150,000 damage as the Sau appears and gets a good HE salvo off. Damage was not too bad, and was lucky that didn't have AP loaded. The AP he shoots here is pretty useless as Max managed to angle. But that definitely could have gone way worse. Max tried to get undetected. The Conqueror is currently undetected, but is definitely somewhere close by. The Roma is extremely low, and some shells from bolsh finish him off. Bolsh will also go to C and try and cap it. And both teams now have 3 ships left. Less than 4 minutes away from the end of the game though, and the enemy team still have a substantial lead with well over 500 points. The Sau up north is running in a pretty dangerous situation, fighting a Monarch, and both Max and bolsh, at least bolsh in a while, should be able to shoot the team as well. The gearing is in A capping, which solidifies that they need all the kill. Bolsh managed to get a broadside on the Sau and gets his 3rd kill. Max is moving into B to see if maybe we can cap it and also see what the gearing is doing. If he's coming this way, he can radar and try to get him killed. He gets detected, hold off a bit, and then activates radar. And luckily the gearing is in range. And he is turned more or less nose towards the middle of the map, so he has problems running away. He's trying to mitigate the damage by weaving and turning, but he's eating some substantial damage, trying to smoke, which doesn't help, and Max managed to kill him. We are 1.5 minutes away from the game, and right now the Conqueror should stop firing, or he should have done it already, and he should run away and win on points. Instead, what we will see is that Conqueror, who is still spotted, will run straight into the island just in front of him. And he is also still shooting, so that's also very questionable play here. Max is getting low, but the game is about to end because the Conqueror beach broadside to a Henry, a Des Moines, and a Monarch, so he doesn't have much time left. And even though it looked quite bad this game, Max's team managed to turn this around in a very good way and get a well-deserved win. Max gets the high caliber as well, and we see his damage ticking over 200,000, which is definitely a good result. And right now it's just a question of who will actually get the kill. And as it turns out, as we see here, it will be Max. Now we only have one of the result screens, but it's the team score one. And we see that Max finished first with 3.3 thousand base XP exactly. And getting over 3,000 base XP is definitely a good game, so overall a well played game. 3 kills for him and 3 for bolsh, who finishes third in the team with about 2.1k, which is also pretty good. The Monarch that they had with him and did capping over at A ends second. And together these 3 pretty much won the game. As we saw in the game, Max managed to pass 200,000 damage, getting both the Confederate and high caliber award. And basically the whole game they were behind on points. A lot of the time they were also behind on ships, but slowly they managed to get 1 kill after another. Max and bolsh coordinated and focused quite well towards the end here. We saw both the Yamato and Friedrich that with the combined might of the Moines and HG didn't last particularly long. So a tough situation, but well played and a good comeback from these guys. And with that, I hope you enjoyed Max playing the Moines.